Well, February is Heart Health Month, and we know nutrition, of course, plays a big role in preventing heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in the United States. The good news is even small, consistent changes to your daily eating pattern can significantly improve your heart health. With that in mind, registered dietitian Chastity OQuinn from Food City joining us today to really break it down for us and give us some great tips on how to be heart smart, which is so important. That leading cause of death, we still see that in so many of our population.
Yeah, absolutely. So important just to try to make some changes. Like I said, small changes, and they lead to big changes eventually, right? So just adding some things, and I'm not one to take away, so we just want to incorporate some new ideas if we're not already doing that.
Yep, and these are things that I feel like we've talked about some of these, but we've got some great information on some of the others that I had no idea. So, and some great tips to use these products. And of course, we always hear the fruits and vegetables, so important.
Absolutely. So having like the Mediterranean style meals is the most recommended for your heart health, right? So having that explained in fruits and vegetables, having your plate filled up with that. You know, when we ask someone what's for dinner and they say, oh, we're having pork chops or we're having steak, we never say, oh, we're having roasted Brussels sprouts or we're having steamed broccoli. So I feel like those vegetables and fruits take a back seat to that, right?
You're exactly right. We worry about what the center is going to be, and we should really kind of retrain our brain to think about what's around it, and then have that little piece of meat, or maybe even forgo the meat and try some other protein.
Yeah, absolutely. Beans are a good plant-based protein that we can substitute. Lentils, and we can go on and on about those as well, but yes.
And then, of course, it's always what you're cooking with.
Sure. So cooking with olive oils recommended for a lower heat cook too. So that's your heart healthy oil. If you want to go higher heat, you want to go with avocado oil. It has a higher smoke point. So if you're frying something, and when I say fry, you know what I mean. You're just kind of putting that oil in there and you're searing your salmon. You want to use an avocado oil or even a canola oil has a higher smoke point for that. So,
beautiful salmon.
Olive oil, a tablespoon, that's where you want to hit daily.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. And of course, lots of different options when it comes to olive oils.
Oh, sure. And you hear a lot about garlic is so good for our heart health, right? So I love this olive oil infused with garlic. And then I've got some chopped garlic out here. I wanted to just kind of touch on that a minute. If you're using fresh garlic, you want to chop or crush that garlic and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes because it produces that enzyme allicin that actually is heart healthy. You have to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, so don't just do it and throw it in the pan.
Right.
Make sure you chop it and leave it for a little bit.
Yep.
Wonderful. And then I see you've made a salmon that looks just delicious there.
Yes. So we want to try to incorporate a fatty fish into your diet each week twice, all right? 2 to 3 times would be great to have salmon or sardines, mackerel. Both of those are good choices as well. And I know that's something that people are like, ooh, sardines or mackerel, but you can put that in a salad, dress it up with some oils, and it really can be delicious with some fresh herbs and stuff as well.
All right. Well, we have just scratched the surface. We have some other wonderful things that you can incorporate. We're going to be talking about nuts. We're talking fiber when we come back, so stay with us. We'll have more from Chastity later on in the show. And don't forget, for more information, you can always go to the website foodcity.com/pickwell for dietitian picks.